Good to have you join us in the world of sport. We just have to look at activities in the world of sport. Again, I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Well, CAF, they've spoken. The Super League is coming, and it's going to be a whooping $100 million. They will be fighting for. The winner will be going home with $11 million. And all the member nations will be getting $1 million each for the fact that they are part of that particular league. Good one there coming from CAF. Starting from home scene, talking about Nigeria, I'll be talking about the story that has to do with Beach AFCON 2022. Beach AFCON, CAF confirms Nigeria, 7 others. Nigeria will be playing there. We have 7 teams that will be playing the tournament. We look at Nigeria, the list where we have Nigeria, Mozambique, the host nation. They have them, Mozambique, Egypt, Morocco, Malawi, Madagascar, Uganda, and also Senegal. Senegal, they are known for this particular sport. They've dominated Africa when it comes to beach soccer. And now we want to see if the return of Team Nigeria, that is our beach soccer team, they call them the Super Sand Eagles. They are back, and we want to see what they will be doing at the Mozambique, where they will be hosting that event. 2022 beach soccer, that's the first story we are looking at. Joining me to talk sport is Ibrahim Yusuf. Good to have you.
Always nice to be here, Adeni.
Good one. And also Joshua Adeyemi, good to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, that's the first story I just highlighted there. The beach soccer AFCON is here. CAF confirmed 8 nations have so far qualified, Nigeria inclusive. We are back to beach soccer after all. For a while now, we've gone on hiatus, as they say. But we are back. Mozambique, the host nation, Egypt, Morocco, Malawi, Madagascar, Uganda. And you look at Senegal, they are the giant when it comes to big soccer. 8 of them will be fighting out for AFCON, that is beach soccer competition in 2022.
Yeah, well, it's actually a good one for Nigeria. Good one for Nigeria beach soccer. It's a sport that we used to do very well in. You understand? At one point, we used to be very good when it comes to beach soccer, and then just like you said, we went on hiatus. I think we went to sleep. We slept on our laurels, and we thought we had arrived when we actually have not. So it's a good one now that we're back and we're playing with the elite of African football when it comes to beach soccer. So I think even the participation alone, the mere fact that we actually qualified and we're going to participate in the AFCON is a step forward when we talk about our reintegration back into the beach soccer fraternity. So I think it's a good one for Nigeria. It's a good one for Nigeria beach soccer, and it's a platform that we can actually use to build for the future and hopefully get back and even surpass where we used to be before when it comes to beach soccer.
Now, looking at, if you remember then, the late coach Amadou Shuaibu was the coach then. That's where the name Super Sand Eagles came, and they really did well under late Shuaibu Amadou. But now that, we don't know, one way or the other, NFF deemed fit just to remove the team. We are back now. Do you think the return of Super Sand Eagles will actually spell at least good outing this time around?
Yeah, Nigerians are good with games like this. So we are used to playing in a pitch where you don't have any grass. You have no sand.
Sand everywhere.
Yeah, so we are doing well. We are playing World Cup, in this in the sand competition, But just as you said, we disappeared. Now we are back, and I'm very sure we will do well. We have the players. We know the game. We know how to play it. I think there was a time Coach Ejo was the head coach of the Sand Eagles, and they were doing well at that time. I remember. Yeah. So I believe, at least with the Super Eagles have not been making us happy in the last few years. These ones, maybe they will bring us a little joy.
Yeah, the joy that we actually, the joy we actually look forward to. I mean, the Super Eagles break your heart. We just can't help but talk about that. But I think when we have teams like this, they're the bright spot when it comes to Nigerian football, and we hope that they can be able to do it. Just like I said, we can be able to use this AFCON participation as a platform to relaunch ourselves back into the beach soccer fraternity, and hopefully be able to get to where we used to be before, or even surpass it.
Yeah. My prayer now is that, look, we have the NFF elections, the drama around it coming. I just hope they will get the preparation that they require to do well. I don't want us to depend on prayers
all the time.
All the time.
Hopes and prayers.
I'm going to take that cue. Well, good one there. It's not always about prayers. We just have to work too. We need to plan ahead. If we want to thrive in the world of sport, just have to plan and also do a lot of practice. Well, from the way it is, Team Nigeria, the big soccer team, they'll be playing in the AFCON. That is 2022 Beach AFCON coming up in Mozambique alongside 7 other countries, and they will be trying to at least this make the return of the Super Sun Eagles a heroic one. We hope so. And quickly, we talk about another one where you have to talk about CAF Super League. As I mentioned earlier, $100 million on ground, according to CAF president. That's Patrick Mosepe, rather Mosimane, rather. Well, from the way it is, CAF Super League member nations to get $1 million each. Winner to earn $11.6 million, a big one, if you ask me. Super League is here.
Yeah. Okay, it's a big one, and it's a welcome development for African football. You know, over the years, we've not been able to attract big players into the African continent, so we always ship them to Europe because of what they get there. Now we have a stuff like this. The winners of CAF Champions League, I think they get like $2.5 million as prize money. But now we're having a competition. You can go, when you win, you get 11 point something million. So it's an improvement on what we have. But the problem now is how would they attract sponsorship? How would they get this money?
Of course, I know they've done their homework. One, they already have a sponsor, although we can't mention
yeah,
that.
of course. So how will it be consistent? If they will be consistent with it, because we have the problem with African football, we have the problem of refereeing, we have crowd problems, we have teams trying to bribe officials, you know, to get things. So all these things are some things that have been bedeviling the continent when it comes to exposure.
I think definitely they won't announce or they won't launch something like this if they haven't done their due diligence and all the necessary feasibility studies. But what my argument, or the argument some other people have, is, okay, if you want to make the African game more competitive, you want to make it more lucrative, why not improve the Champions League?
Instead of this. Now this one will take away.
Why have a separate tournament away from the
CAF Champions League and even the Confederation?
That means now the CAF Champions League will lose its shine.
Of course.
Because it will have something bigger to look at. Because a lot of people are actually saying, there was one time the South African teams did not participate in the CAF Champions League because there's nothing to write home about. If you won the MTN 8 back then, as they used to call it, in South Africa, you get more money than when you win the Champions League. So they decide to discount that and not even go. And even now, as it is, you get $2.5 million when you win the CAF Champions League.
And I mean, this
is a continental tournament. So what happens in a situation whereby I'm supposed to play in the Champions League and I'm supposed to play in the Super League? It's a no-brainer. Where I'm going to go. You understand? Exactly. It's no-brainer where I'm going to go. And of course, that means it will get better sponsorship, it has better backers and better marketability, better TV deals, and all that. Why not improve the Champions League instead of building a parallel league that is going to take the shine off what you already have?
The same thing that wanted to happen in Europe, and they fought again.
Exactly, and now the same thing that's coming
in Europe, the design is a different one.
I understand, but at least that will have also taken away the shine from the UEFA Champions League.
Exactly.
Because this Super League now, believe you me, a lot of countries will prefer, because now they pick club from each country. They pick Enyimba from Nigeria. They pick Enyimba.
I think there's a 3.
No, 1. 1. It's only 1. They pick only Enyimba. Now you look at. They look at the criteria. By next year, who would they pick? Because you begin to look at, okay, I won the league, why are they not picking me?
Exactly.
That's another problem.
Which means I'm supposed to be the best.
You understand? I think for winning the league, they're not picking me.
I think what is driving this is the business aspect of the game.
But they can convert that business aspect to Champions League.
Enyimba is not winning the Nigerian league. They are not qualifying to the Champions League.
Yes.
But they know that
they are antecedents.
But they know that they have the continental pedigree.
Exactly.
And so we want people around Africa or in the world to watch them. So as we are bringing them, the business with the sponsors to say, okay, anybody is a big name, I want to get involved. You know, so it has to do with the business aspect of the sport. That's what they are looking at.
So next year,
and that is where this money is coming from.
Next year now, if you are to pick, are we going to pick Enyimba again?
They're still picking Enyimba most likely.
Enyimba or Kano Pillars, those are the two big clubs that we.
They're still picking Enyimba most likely, because you see, just like he said, it's all about money.
I understand. Are we going to be picking Enyimba every year?
Just like it happened. Just like it happened when you mentioned the European Super League.
When you look at the good side of it, no, maybe they pick Enyimba this year, they pick Enyimba next year. The money Enyimba gets from there can be used to improve the team. And when you improve the team, you rate higher among teams in the world. And when you do that consistently, you'll be able to attract the best players.
You don't get what I'm asking. What I'm saying is, this league will be played every year.
Exactly.
If they beat Eyimba now, next year, since they are not doing according to who wins the league, they are picking
Probably randomly.
randomly. So who would they pick next? Are they going to pick Eyimba again because of their pedigree in the past? Because they are using the past pedigree to pick Eyimba now. According to what you said, in the Continental, they have pedigree. Now, next year, they pick them for the pedigree again. Upper year, pedigree again.
Maybe others will.
That's what I'm saying. That must be a yardstick of
yes, others will rise up and compete with them. And I think there will be more competition. I see it from that angle, right?
You see, that's one of the main problems people had with the European Super League, because you had like 5, 6, 7, 8 clubs that are going to be there every year.
Every year.
Every year. These
Permanent.
are the guys that are going to be, whether they do well in their league, whether they don't do, whether they get relegated, they know they are going to be there and they are going to get those monies for that year. So where's the competition in that? You understand? I don't have to struggle to make 4th place because
when I know that I'm always there.
Because I'm knowing I'm going to the Super League and I'm going to make that money. So what is going to be the motivation for Eyimba if they know that they are going to be in the Super League every year? What is going to be the motivation for them to do better? And he made a point. He said the money that they get could be used to actually improve the team. Yes, that is the operative word in that statement. Could be.
Could be. Because
exactly.
That could is probability. What if they put us to snake and
swallows the money? Exactly. You understand? Or it gets blown away by a hurricane.
You know how.
So that's how it happens. So that's the way it is.
Maybe a rabbit will come in and take the money.
And take the money. At the end of the day, the other clubs from other nations, they will be getting that money. They will be improving themselves. At the end of the day, they will make it better for their own leagues, for their own teams, for their own country, and we will be here battling snakes and rabbits and rats.
You don't believe things will get better?
You see, it's high time we stop relying on belief and hope and prayers. It's high time we start doing something concrete. We've talked about this a very long time ago. We've talked about it a lot of times. Our league is not being run the way it's supposed to be. When do we start doing this? We don't even have a plan. We do not even have a plan of where we want our league to be. Right now, you have Kenyan leagues, you have Ethiopian leagues being shown on international television.
Yeah.
Live games being broadcast to international audiences because they've packaged it, they've got sponsors, and they've gotten the TV money.
Yeah, you know,
when the Nigerian league was being shown on international broadcast stations, how much did the teams actually get?
They don't even want it there. They don't want it shown.
That is the thing, because of how
people get their points.
Our pitches are messed up. Nobody goes to the games anymore. Our referees do whatever it is they want to do. The officiating is
something else.
What about road?
You understand?
The road apply to from Lagos. If MFM is playing El Kanem, they want to go and play in Bauchi or Maiduguri, they have to take the road. How many of them are flying?
So that's the thing. So
maybe Rivers United and who?
We've always talked about this. We need to fix our league. We don't need to be looking outside and saying that, okay, fine, these people are doing this, these people are doing that. What are we doing?
But do you know the problem we have? Most of our teams are government teams, and the private ones that have tried to, to come up have been frustrated. Teams like Giwa FC, teams like
there are so many private clubs.
Mountain of Fire.
And in the 80s, that was what we had.
We had swap position.
We had Abiola Babes.
Early 90s.
We had Abiola Babes.
BBC Lands of Boko.
We had Branch Bees. We had Julius Berger. We had a lot
but
of
they were doing well.
Private teams.
But now,
that was in the 80s. You understand?
Now that they swap to government in the 20s.
And everything is messed up.
Anything in the hands of government.
And it's only governments that can actually operate in this particular environment because they are the only ones that can operate at a loss.
Yes.
Nobody wants to put his money into something that he knows he's not going to get anything back. So we need to fix the league. We need to make it marketable first before we can talk about private people coming in. If we don't get it right, we're not going anywhere.
We've been talking concerning Eyimba. They will play in the CAF Super League. Well, according to CAF, the winner of that particular competition will be going home with $11.6 million, while $100 million is the entire money actually adjusted for the competition. From the way it is, all the member nations will also get $1 million. Well, They want to be sharing this money. Let's see how it goes because Eyimba representing us, and let's see if Eyimba will actually go further in this competition. Now, quickly, we still talk about CAF. Just recently, WAFCON ended in Morocco, but just as we know that CAF also they've announced Morocco to be the host of the next AFCON in what they call it WAFCON in 2024 for women. Women Africa Cup of Nations will be coming up in Morocco. I think because Morocco did a yeoman's job by hosting the women very well, they deemed it to compensate them again, do this again. At least no nation is ready to do this.
When you look at the organization, when
it was
the
outstanding.
It was fantastic, and they had very good publicity because we had very good crowds in the stadium as well. I mean, nobody ever thought that the female game would generate as
45,000.
You understand? Would generate as much interest as it did. So I think CAF found a winning formula. All right, Morocco is doing it well. So why change a winning team? Let's just go with it. And, you know, instead of taking it elsewhere where you're going to gamble and you're not sure what you're going to get. But with these guys, you know what you're going to get because they've done it before, and we've seen how successful it actually has been. So I think CAF is just playing it safe. We've done it very well this time around. Next time, let's go with the same flow and let's hope we can get the same results. So I think you can't fault CAF for that.
Yeah, you know, it's an easy choice for them. You know, the country just finished hosting. You don't need to come and start doing inspections, start looking for places to host the cities to host the matches. You have the cities that already hosted them, and they did well, and they had the crowd most importantly, and the publicity. They had all those things, and there was no issue. So why not just continue there?
Good one there. We've been looking at CAF and now seeing Morocco as the next host of 2024 WAFCON Women African Cup of Nations that will be coming up there for what they did hosting this year's own. And now we hope that they will do more by at least giving us a very good outing in that competition. Who knows? Maybe this time around, Super Falcons will actually go there to turn things around and win the competition. Well, I can hear you smiling, Ibrahim Waoun. But now let's quickly turn around as we talk about some transfer stories. But really, when you look at recent transfers, it has favored some clubs. It has not even some clubs. Clubs like Chelsea, Man U are now becoming a club that people are running away from. Gone are those days where everybody's going to go there. And you have clubs like Barcelona or shopping transfer deals, hijacking players
with
from
money
Chelsea.
they don't have.
I don't know.
With money
now,
they don't
now
have.
they can't even register Lewandowski. They can't register Rafinha and all of that.
I saw a post yesterday, somebody saying that right now Barcelona has a world-class first 11 of unregistered players.
But they can't play them.
Exactly. They have 11 players
as
that
we
you can
speak
actually
right
play
now. They are trying to find how the Depay could move away from that club, find a way of De Jong to move away.
And they want to sell one of either Aubameyang or Memphis.
Pushing them to Chelsea or wherever.
One of them has to go.
Memphis says not going.
And they're busy selling their young players. It's the young players now that are leaving. You understand? So where does that hold for the future? Barcelona are. You can't say they're at a crossroads, really. But I think
maybe they are the ex.
The issue with Barcelona
they're in a cul-de-sac.
The issue with Barcelona is this. Last season, Real Madrid won the league. You know, they were like second best, and you know the rivalry is there, and they know that since Messi left and some other top players left, they've not actually replaced them. So that's why they did everything possible to hijack all the big players.
They could hijack.
So now their hope is that they are going to
play
ship
the players now?
The transfer market is still open. They are hoping that they will ship some out, maybe on loan or something.
Some they want to ship, and those are saying they are not
going
anywhere.
Exactly, because you have players.
We have to enter into negotiation with those players as well. Because you cannot sign a player 6 months ago and ask him to go now.
You have players that you actually have on your books that you have not paid. And you're bringing in new players right now. And
you want to pay those ones.
You want to pay those ones. Yeah, of course, they probably even paid them, of course, already.
I'm less important, so the money just brought.
In fact, they told the young to cut his salary to stay. And he said it's not cutting.
I saw a post that they are threatening because they said Bartomeu or Laporta or whoever did a wrong transfer deal with him. They want to use that one to threaten him that he can actually sign.
So the thing is, right now, when you look at Barcelona and you look at our darling Manchester United, they're like on the opposite sides of the divide. A lot of players want to go to Barcelona. Barcelona doesn't have the money. Manchester United has all the money
They
in the
want the
world,
players to
but
come.
players
They
do
can't.
not want to come. For some reason, people want to go to Barcelona, even though they know that they are not really financially stable, but they still want to go to Barcelona. But unfortunately,
it's another case.
Maguire's team is
Okay, quickly, let's run through those transfers we have. Where Barcelona are offering striker Memphis Depay to Serie A side Juventus. In fact, I also heard that they could be offering him also to Inter Milan. They just want him out. They want De Jong out. They want Aubameyang out. A lot of them because of the fact that they want space for Lewandowski, Rafinha, and all the players they just signed.
Exactly. Just like we finished talking about, they need to create that space. They need to create that space both physically in terms of the squad and then financially, because they need to get those wages off their books. They have players, a lot of players can take in monumental wages that they can't really afford to sustain right now. De Jong is there, Dembele is there, you have
No,
Memphis,
but Dembele, they
Aubameyang.
persuaded Dembele to resign those, you know.
Yes, but he's still getting paid.
Yes,
that is the thing. We're talking, the wage bill now is so heavy for them that they need to trim that dead weight before they can be able to inculcate these players, and they're still looking for players.
They want to buy them.
They're still
a lot of players they want to buy. Well, we've been talking about Barcelona, the team that right now they are turning to the big buyers in the market. Quickly, we run two more stories. Arsenal hold shock talks with AC Milan for Sandro Tonali. While we talk about Tonali, we also look at Paul Aigbogun, a Nigerian appointed head coach of Danish second division club Jamabot FC. Good one. Those two stories will go hand in hand. Paul Aigbogun first, appointed head coach of Danish second division club Jamabot. I love the fact that at least, no matter how you want to see it, Danish club Jamabot, they got relegated last season, but we have a Nigerian there now that will be holding sway as their coach, Paul Aigbogun, former coach of Flying Eagles.
Yeah, it's a good one for him and for the country as well. We need more of these coaches, you know, playing their trade in abroad, getting more experience and coming back to, you know, to help the teams. You know, it's good. It's good for him. He will learn a lot, and the experience will be an addition to us.
Good one there. Let's talk about Arsenal holding a shock move for that AC Milan Sandro Tonali. That particular 46 or 47 million pounds.
Any self-respecting AC Milan fan is absolutely disgusted by that story.
For them to
absolutely disgusted. I mean, like Sandro Tonali is one of the brightest young talents that you actually have in the market right now, and for you to consider selling him for anything less than if players like Declan Rice and Jack Grealish are going for,
don't go there.
Say they're going to buy them for 100 million or something like that. I mean, like you're Sandro Tonali, you're calling 40-something million. I mean, like it's an insult. It's an insult to Italian football.
It's actually trying to say
to AC Milan. It's really a slap on the face.
Arsenal as a team at present, they are a team that people want to join. Okay. Because they are on the, you know.
Why would I want to leave the champions of Italy to go to Arsenal that is not even going anywhere?
You want to be champions
of
England.
Are you sure?
Exactly, because you and they are not champions of England. These are the current champions of Italy. As a young player, as a 20-something-year-old player, winning the league in like your second season in that particular team, then you want to leave and go to Arsenal, and you end up playing in the Conference League. I mean, like it's a no-brainer. You understand? It's not something that you even consider. It's not even something that you can even consider. If you are going to sell Jack Grealish, if you can sell Jack Grealish for 100 million,
you don't make comparison with English players.
And be quoting Declan Rice 100 and something, and buying Maguire.
Comparison with English players?
No, because they're better.
They're hyped.
No, they're hyped.
So that's the thing.
They're hyped.
So that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about hype right now. We're talking about what you can deliver on the pitch.
Players.
If a young player at the age of 20 can take a club like AC Milan and have them win the league after 11 years, I mean, like, that player deserves some respect attached to his name. And you bring in a 40 million pound. 46 million pounds for a player of that caliber, of that pedigree, of that, with that age on his side.
What pedigree?
He is an Italian champion.
A player that is just he's a talent.
He's an Italian champion.
See, look.
He has a Scudetto medal.
Players.
Lukaku has a Scudetto winner's medal, doesn't he? And isn't he considered to be a champion? Sandro Tonali has the same medal that he has.
Okay, now let's look at
how many players in the Arsenal team can actually claim to have that?
Okay, now let's look at it this way. Okay,
is it the Bukayo Saka that you're talking about, or is it Gabriel Martinelli?
Okay, so now this is it. Arsenal is a team that is on the rise. Okay, exciting players, young players. their average age is 22, 23. Okay, and they are doing great things. They have talents.
They are doing great things.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
Right.
Right.
So they won one game in the game. They won one game.
Now,
they only won one game.
Players want to come to the Premier League. First, for the publicity. Second, for the money. Teams in the Premiership pay even more. The least team in the Premiership pay more than even the biggest team in Italy.
Okay.
So you see, so some of these players come for that publicity. They come for the money. So if Arsenal is moving for this player and with a lot of money, AC Milan will be happy to take the money. Okay, they'll be happy to take the money. Player will be happy to earn more wages, because of course Arsenal will pay more. I don't know his present wage. It can't be more than like 30 to 40,000 pounds, which is a change that the number 20 player team in Premier League can pay any player without any stress. Okay, so the money counts. When you see players leaving clubs like Lyon, like AC Milan, Inter Milan coming to
if he was going to Manchester City or Liverpool, I wouldn't actually have any problem with that.
Okay,
I have absolutely no problem with that. Why will you go to Arsenal? Why will you? You are an Italian champion.
What if he's going to Man United?
You are. I think we should just call it
Oh my goodness.
right now. I think
so, but looking at that, the player will do well in Arsenal. Okay, the players will be playing along with his age mates. You know, so the unity, the chemistry will be there. And together, of course, most of those, what they feel like, look,
what
together
if
we
Arsenal
can
actually win the league this time around? Come on.
No, I don't see Arsenal winning the league.
Even he doesn't see Arsenal winning the league. Even he doesn't see Arsenal winning the league.
What if he joins Chelsea or Man United, like I said?
If he joins Chelsea, yeah, fine. Chelsea can actually. They have.
But what's wrong with Man United? Why can't
there's absolutely a lot of things wrong with Manchester United.
Now,
Harry Maguire is wrong with Manchester United.
Oh my goodness, we just have to go now. We really had a wonderful time in the studio with Ibrahim, and also not forgetting Joshua there. I mean, they've done a good job there analyzing. Well, let's see where this player will be moving to, or the player that will be moving till end of the month. Transfer window is still open. Congrats to Paul Aibogun, who has joined a Danish team there. Well, that's a good one there. Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
Always nice to be here, Denny. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And to Joshua, thanks for actually coming on the show.
Yeah.
Good one there. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Sports is fitness and business. Thanks for watching.